Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I decided to come on here to finally share my long awaited birth story. Today I'm going to tell you how I delivered in a private hospital, but I ended up in a public hospital. Yep. And I always say you can't plan anything. And let me just tell you something. Nothing went as planned with this one. So first up, I just want to say, if you are new here, welcome back to my channel. And if you are OG, welcome back, girl. So I'm just gonna tell you guys about my birth story. Yeah, this is gonna be a long one, so grab a refreshment, grab some popcorn, whatever you're into. Do whatever you gotta do. Go use the toilet because it's gonna be a long one. Anyways, so what had happened was on the 10th of January, my baby decided that she's gonna shake my life up. So I woke up at 6 a.m., which was out of the ordinary for me because I usually wake up at like 10, because like I was like so exhausted towards the end. So I woke up at 6 a.m. and I had this nagging pain in my back and like my lower abdomen. So I just ignored it. I got up and I was like, okay, could this be it? But I wasn't totally convinced, so I never really said anything. I just texted my friends and I was like, listen guys, don't be alarmed, but I think I might be in labor. So I left it at 7 o'clock. One of my friends was like, listen, you should actually like maybe time this, like this could actually be labor, like what you're describing to me sounds like labor. So let me just describe what labor pains feel like, because when I asked people, they were like, oh well, when you know you know. Well, they right when it's happening, like this is not normal, like this is labor. But I would say it's like, when you on your period and you have a one sharp pain up your lady bits, and it like stops you in your tracks and you have to like crouch, but then it only lasts for a second. Well, labor pain is that one pain for a minute, and it comes from far and it gets more intense, and then it slaps you in the face and then it passes and then you're okay. That's what labor feels like. So I started timing it and they were pretty close together, so I decided to go into the bathtub and like just chill in there just to help subside the pain and ease the pain. So I went into the bathtub, I chilled, then I decided to get out for some reason, but I chilled there for like quite a while. I think I was hungry. So yeah, I got up and like labor pains hit me again, and this time it was getting more intense and more intense, and it was just like the ghetto. So I ended up going to make myself something to eat. Yes, I did, because your mother's greedy. So I made myself breakfast. I carried on coming, doing my exercises, swaying back and forth. I think I got footage of that. I will definitely insert it if I manage to find it. So I was swaying and like just going through the motions, and then eventually at 3 o'clock, one of my friends, sorry guys, I'm breastfeeding as I'm telling you guys the story, so you might hear breathing, you might hear moaning, you might hear that. So as I was saying, I had to go and finish off breastfeeding and do a change and put it to sleep. But anyways, mom life. So at 3 o'clock I decided that I was gonna go in to get checked, because my midwife friend was like nagging me and telling me that I need to go and get checked. I would suggest that everybody does this, because you don't really know what is going on. Like there could actually be a problem with the baby and stuff like that. So I know that a lot of people say wait it out, stay and stuff like that, but if you feel like you need to go and get checked, don't think it's too soon. You will know when it's too soon. So I went in at 3 and I got checked, and the baby wasn't all the way down yet, and my cervix was still long and thick. So they told me that I should go home and labor at home until my contractions are closer, and I'm having 4 contractions in 10 minutes. Okay, fine. I went home at 4, somewhere around 4, and I labored at home till 8:30, and at that point I really couldn't take it anymore. I had taken another bath. I did everything I could. I was doing exercises. I was really convinced that like the baby was coming, so I needed to go to hospital. So I eventually went to hospital, and I hadn't progressed much, but but my contractions were really close, so they ended up admitting me. That night I labored on the ball. I was going through the most. I was on the phone with my auntie and I was like, I need like an epidural or a Caesar or something, like get this baby out of me. I can't take it. It's like I was to the point of labor where I was like, I was just crying and I was just like not healing. Like there was a moment where I just cried and I just asked God to please take the pain away. So eventually the nurses came in and they ended up giving me a shot for the pain. After that I was able to have a little nap, but guys, the shot, when they put it in, it burned so bad. Like my butt where they injected it was rock hard, and it's still rock hard. But I feel like as I massage it and as I put hot water, it's kind of softening. So the next morning I was spent. I was so tired. I was like done. The nurses came in, they checked me again. There was hardly any progress, and I'm telling you, I hardly slept. It was like a lot. So at that point I had been in labor for like 26 hours, and I was like, I was sitting there and I was just thinking to myself, why am I not taking the epidural? Like why? I couldn't think of one good reason. So I was like, nurse, please come, let's get the show on the road. Let's get this epidural because I cannot take it anymore. Went to labor ward. Before I got my epidural, I was like, let me go and pee first, and then we can do the epidural. I went to the bathroom, and as I used the toilet, my mucus plug came out, and that was something. It was like really brown and like a gluey substance. It's not anything I had imagined. So that came out, and like the midwife was like, oh, your baby's gonna come, your mucus plug is out, and she was like, really, she was an advocate for natural birth, and so that's why me and her got along so well. And I really feel like she helped me so much. Like she tried every single thing, tried to help me deliver naturally. I never ever felt at one point that a C-section was being forced onto me, and she was like really helpful, and she made me feel comfortable, and yeah, she was really nice. I'm so thankful for her. So anyways, I got the epidural early in the morning, and then we tried to bring this thing along, but everything was fine except I wasn't progressing at all. I eventually made it up to 4 centimeters dilated, but at that time the doctor was like, listen, if nothing happens by 4:45, take her down to theater and we're gonna have to get a C-section because they had broken my water, and you know that they don't leave the baby in there for more than 24 hours because then my baby can have infections and stuff like that. So I was okay with that because I was also tired, and we tried everything. It wasn't like they were pushing for a C-section. So anyways, 4:45 came, baby wasn't coming. So we had to go and get a C-section, and I was super nervous going down to theater because at that point I could feel everything. And so they had to top up my epidural. And this time when I had the epidural while I was laboring, I could still move my feet. I could still like push my, if they needed me to move I could move. Like I was totally okay, just that the pains were gone. But when they topped me up, I felt like literally I was an elephant. I couldn't move anything. And so then we get in there, they top up my epidural, cut me open. Baby comes out 15 minutes later. Everybody was really nice to me in there. The only thing I could say about the C-section was like them jumping on your stomach, like it was like ridiculous. At one point I'm like, are you punching my stomach? Like what is going on? Because you can feel the pressure still even though you can't feel the pain. So eventually madam came out screaming, and then they were like, oh, see your baby, kiss her. They put this warm hot baby on my face and they were like, kiss her, kiss her. And I was just like in shock. I was like, what? I have a baby? And it was like, hi. So there was a moment I was like in total shock that I actually have a baby. So anyways, my midwife took the baby up, and after that I had to get checked. And after the C-section, like I thought I was dying because it was like my body was in shock. Like I couldn't control it, but I just was shivering, like it was crazy. So once they checked me and stuff like that, I got wheeled back into my room, and then they brought the baby to me and we got to do skin to skin, and then she pooped and peed on me. And yeah, everything was fine until the next morning when the ped had to check her, and then they found out that she had jaundice, but it wasn't any old jaundice. It was because our blood types were not compatible, and my blood was attacking hers. My blood was attacking her red blood cells, so she needed to be under lights and be admitted into the NICU. But because we weren't on medical aid, they wanted 250k from us to admit her, and it was pretty serious. They're like, if we don't treat this now, she could get brain damage and stuff like that. So I decided to get transferred to a public hospital so that she could get the care that she needed. And at that point I wasn't even 24 hours out of a C-section, but I wasn't even cared about myself. I was like, you'll have to discharge me, I'm going, like there's no way I'm staying here. They were like, we're not comfortable with discharging you and stuff like that. You just had your C-section, not even 24 hours, you're not supposed to be stressing, walking up, and like I never sat down. Like she was under the lights, I stood there, I never left her. And eventually the ambulance came, and me and my baby took our first ambulance ride together, but we were in two separate ambulances. And so we got to the public hospital and she was put in the NICU at the public hospital. And yeah, the public hospital was just a nightmare. I saw a lot of things that was like just not fair to me, but because I'm a really polite person and I try to be nice to everybody, none of the nurses ever tried me. But I kind of felt bad for all the people that they were trying in front of me, but at the same time I never really spoke up or did anything because my mind was on my child. Most of the time I was out of bed going to the NICU, just watching her and seeing if everything was okay. So basically we stayed in the public hospital for like 5 days, and she eventually got discharged and we came home. And I said I wasn't going to post this video or make this video until I knew that she was 100% good. And yesterday was our doctor's appointment, and they were really impressed with her progress. When she left the hospital, her bilirubin levels were 220, and yesterday we tested it again and it was 36. They couldn't believe it that they actually called me back and they were like, hey, are you still in the vicinity, can you please come back so we can retest her, because the doctor can't believe it. So I went back and we retested her and it was indeed 36. So she's doing really well. She's weighing more than her birth weight, and when we got discharged she was weighing less than her birth weight. So I'm really glad that within 4 days she's picked up a lot of weight, because she's been nursing really well. I have a really good baby. She's a foodie just like her mother. So yes, Zuri is all good. I am so glad that she's okay. Yeah, that was my name reveal, by the way. Her name is Zuri Adaya. Zuri means beautiful, and Adaya means gift from God. She is my beautiful gift from God, and I'm so blessed to be her mom. Um, yeah, she's just the best thing that's ever happened to me. She's made me stronger. She's shown me that I can be strong. Yeah, so I said I wasn't gonna say her name until I met her and I saw whether the name was fitting. And when I did meet her, I was like, yes, you are a Zuri indeed. You are a beautiful gift from God. So yeah, that's her name. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure you like, subscribe and comment. You guys click the bell so you can be notified when I do upload these amazing videos that I have in store. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. To all the moms that are yet to give birth, I just want to tell you guys that everything is going to go to God's perfect plan and you're going to be alright. Don't stress. Our body was made to do this, and yeah, we are going to be fine. I think that this might be what is the beginning of my labor vlog. I'm gonna try to film as much as possible, but I'm really not gonna promise anything because this is the ghetto and I'm not coping. I'm barely coping. My bags are all packed and ready, so I'm just waiting until I can't take it no more, all my water breaks, and I can go to the hospital. So I'll keep you posted. Everything ready to go. I'm currently distracting myself with Grey's Anatomy. So yeah. Decided to take a tea break from this labor because I mean even moms need a break, right? So I have one lost craving here, my tennis biscuits and my coffee, so I'm gonna do that right now. Hey guys, so I am back home. I went in to get checked and I am still long and thick, so they said I should come home and wait until my water breaks or until I'm having 4 contractions in 10 minutes. Currently having 5 in 20 minutes. So apparently I'm not in active labor, so I guess we just playing the waiting game with this girl. But I must say I am in a lot of pain, so I'm about to go and chill in some hot water and hope the pain subsides.